old age people and their spine issues. So, do you think that physiotherapy can help them to overcome the current issue, or physiotherapy is just given just because we want to control the further damage?
Okay. So, in that case, what we specifically do is once we are done with the thorough assessment, we first make the patient understand about what is his condition, what are the factors that has resulted to these problems. So they are aware. We educate them, we counsel them. So again, when it comes to poor spine health, back pain, neck pain, which is going on for like years, they have like मैंने योगा कर लिया, मैंने जुम्बा कर लिया, मैं सब करती हूँ, दवाई ले लिया, इंजेक्शंस ले लिया, but nothing is helping me. मैंने 5-6 फिजियोज के पास भी जाके आया, सब कर लिया. But in the end, I would really like to highlight one point. Back pain is similar to your cold and cough. It will be there. There will be flare-ups.
So my next question is something which is more like a myth. Okay, so many a times when we see elderly patients, most of the times they feel कि ये pain होना, balance जाना, ये तो agent है. ये तो this is a normal process. Okay, and why should I go to a doctor? Why should I consult a physiotherapist and do something about this? So is this a myth, right? And what would you like to say about this?
Yes, it is a myth. Aging has an impact on all the systems and has a one factor which is leading to most of your pains and muscle spasms. बट सिर्फ एजिंग की वजह से ये हो रहा है, मैं कुछ नहीं करूँगा तो ये और भी बढ़ने ही वाला है. सो द स्टिफनेस and the muscle pains are not going to go. Probably that day you took a paracetamol, you had an anti-inflammatory, वो पेन चला गया, बट आपको वो रूट कॉज ही नहीं पता है जिसके वजह से हुआ है. सो येस, यू हैव टू गो एंड फाइंड आउट किसके वजह से मुझे ये पेन हो रहा है.
So, Dr. Julie, while you were explaining so well that how we can analyze that, we have some issues with the balance and what caretakers should be giving. So, I would also like to understand how can we safely introduce physiotherapy for the patients above 60 who don't have enough strength training or any kind of activities or exercise in their routine.
So actually, it's quite a myth. So most of the patients do come to me and say, "Ki I was not doing any strength training prior, and now suddenly, if you're asking me to do strength training and do weights, it's going to be difficult for me." So, but for physiotherapy, it will be a very gradual process. We would be assessing you first. How much is your ability? How much is the strength of the muscle? And we'll be gradually increasing that strength training protocol. We'll never ask you that you have to lift 10 kgs. You have to do push-ups. So that won't be a protocol in which the physiotherapy would be working. So it would be a very gradual one. Probably we can include body weight resistance itself. So your body would provide a good amount of resistance. So you just doing a push-ups on wall is you using your body as a resistance. So that is also a strength training which can
Yeah,
occur.
I have also seen when I speak to patients about resistance training or strength training, they only associate this with dumbbells.
Yes.
They don't know that body strength training is also strength training. It's quite a good one. And at home also.
Yes, yes. So you just need to know what are the exercises probably that you could do. So we would be assessing ki this exercise is adequate for you.
Yeah.
This might be possible for you to do. You don't need to actually lift weights every time. So most of the strength training that should occur should be a very functional strength training. Because in a geriatric population, your function like walking or moving around or doing an activity in kitchen is your function, is where you have to actually lift weight. In that activities, the strength training has to occur.
So, in what kind of patients do you feel that they should absolutely start with the strength training for sure?
For everyone.
Okay.
Every geriatric population should do strength training to some extent, yes. Just doing walking, which usually every geriatric population is doing. No, I am going for a walk every day. I'm walking 45 minutes and that's enough.
Low intensity walk. It's just like moving the body.
Yes. So there is some amount of strength training occurring, but there is no specific strength training occurring. So just doing treadmill for 15 minutes or walking for 45 minutes is not enough. So last time we had a patient, he used to walk every day for an hour. But when I asked him to just do overhead activities, just taking half kg weight, at 5 he was gasping. So yes, it's not just cardiovascular system training when you're walking. There are different muscles which have to be used to their maximum. So if they are not getting used, they are not trained, they are also going to make you be tired. So it has to be multi-system approach and everything has to be focused on when strength training has to be done. So usually it's in the acute stage, we won't go for any high intensity strength trainings. At that time, we would like to just involve different movements,
Right.
which won't be against gravity, which will give resistance. So eliminating gravity, we would ask the patients to do different movements. It won't be specifically inducing good amount of resistance to improve strength, but at that time we would want different movements to occur, mobility to occur, because ये mobility cause करने के लिए भी muscles use हो रहा है, उसमें भी उनका strengthening हो रहा है to a minimum quantity, but हो रहा है. Immobility कभी नहीं चाहिए. So there is no indication and I'll say कि do not move.
Okay.
So if it's possible, if it's medically advised that now you can start moving, the movements have to start because every movement is making your muscle stronger. So if you're into an IPD setup and you're already on to many monitors, so yes, at that time, the strength training or the movement training that we are giving has to be quite monitored. If I am doing this movement, if I am doing this kind of strength training, is it causing any effect? So yes, at that time we can go still more gradual, but not doing strength training
Is
is
not-
not an option.
Right. So, Dr. Aishwarya, my next question is that, what exercises are safe for older people to improve their spine health, but simultaneously we should be taking care that there are not no falls for the older people.
Health.
So, while taking enough care, what exercises can be, right exercises for them to take care of their spine? If you can give us some tips or if you can suggest.
Correct. So in that case, there is a thorough assessment that we first do for the patient. We try to understand if they have come with a complaint of spine health, like poor spine health or back pain or like a chronic back pain or balance issues. In that case, we first, as Dr. Zoili has also mentioned regarding the systems that include because of like to which there is a predisposing factor, like patients come with balance issues. So in that case, we first understand, we examine the patient, we assess the patient. For that, we have a equipment, a tool called as AI assisted tool called as Mend Balance. So in that, we can actually test the level to which the balance is affected. In case of geriatric population, it is a dynamic surface on which the patient has to stand. There is a screen that is there in front of them, and on that they can actually understand that they have to maintain a static balance. There are different levels in that software. So first we assess their static balance, then we assess their dynamic balance, in which the balance, the ankle strategies, the shift of weight balance is slightly more challenged. And there is also a game mode, so that eventually when the training sessions are happening, the sessions are more fun for them. Okay. And it is not a monotonous session for them. So that is the thing that we follow for balance training as well as testing. And in that case, and you also mentioned about back pain. So in case of back pain, again we do a thorough examination. We understand what is the cause of back pain. Some people have back pain because of long sitting hours. Their whole life, the job profile has been sitting for a long time, walking for a long time, standing in a place for a longer time. Or in some case, it could be just sedentary lifestyle can also lead to back problems.
Right.
Some case it could be as a result of injury. Some could also predispose as radiating pain, sciatica. So all the supporting structures of the spine which are leading to that particular problem need to be examined for their strength, for their compliance, for their efficiency, and is how we actually make a program for them.
Right.
and it is a very
And
tailored
but
program.
we are talking about what exercises they should do and movement is necessary for this. But for those patients who had been regularly doing exercise or strength training, I'm sure after a time they also feel more lighter, energetic, and confident.
Correct.
So,
Yes.
so my next question is, while we are talking about old age people and their spine issues, so do you think that physiotherapy can help them to overcome the current issue, or physiotherapy is just given just because we want to control the further damage?
Okay. So, in that case, what we specifically do is once we are done with the thorough assessment, we first make the patient understand about what is his condition, what is the result that has, what are the factors that has resulted to this problems. So they are aware. We educate them. We counsel them. So again, when it comes to poor spine health, back pain, neck pain, which is going on for like years, they have like मैंने योगा कर लिया, मैंने जुम्बा कर लिया, मैं सब करती हूँ, दवाई ले लिया, इंजेक्शंस ले लिया, but nothing is helping me. मैंने 5-6 फिजियोस के पास भी जाके आया, सब कर लिया. But in the end, I would really like to highlight one point. Back pain is similar to your cold and cough. It will be there. There will be flare ups. But the flare ups will be only on the days when you have exerted your body, when you have exerted your spine. Exerted, when I say that, your muscles were not ready for the demand. Like, आज if I'm getting a patient saying कि मैंने कुछ नहीं किया था, we do ask patient specifically, आज आपने क्या किया था कि अचानक आपको बैक पेन होने लगा? नहीं, मुझे 2-3 साल से बैक पेन था, बट आज अचानक होने लगा. कुछ नहीं, संडे को बस थोड़ा क्लीनिंग कर लिया था. बट पूरा हफ्ता आपने क्लीनिंग उतना लेवल का नहीं किया था जो आपने संडे को एकदम से बहुत कर लिया. Your body, your muscles were not prepared for it. The muscles were overused, they were fatigued. So if we are planning, if we are guiding you for with a certain set of exercises, that exercises are always a dose, are like similar to your, like a dosage of medicines that you're taking.
Right.
Patients also come with a complaint or like a doubt, not like more of a doubt it is. So कि मुझे मेरा बैक पेन ठीक करना है, मुझे अगले हफ्ते ट्रैक के लिए जाना है, मुझे अगले हफ्ते स्विट्जरलैंड के लिए घूमने जाना है, वेकेशन पे जा रहा हूँ, तो मुझे बैक ठीक करना है. ठीक है, you go for your vacation, you have fun, everything is fine, but just be aware of your spine. It's not that you have to be conscious,
Right.
but if you are saying कि मुझे आप डॉक्टर मुझे ठीक करा के भेजो, if you are giving me that time, stipulated time कि मुझे एक हफ्ते में आपका symptoms कम करना है, I no physio, no doctor will assure you कि वो वापस नहीं आएगा.
Correct.
There will be a flare up.
Damage didn't happen in 1 week.
Yes.
So the
Yes.
control can
Yes.
also not happen in 1 week.
As you rightly said कि अगर 6 महीने से दर्द हो रहा है तो 6 महीना फुल रिकवरी टाइम उसको देना ही चाहिए. राइट. यस. सो अगर आप वेकेशन पे भी जा रहे हो, कहीं ट्रैक पे भी जा रहे हो, जैसे आप सुबह आपका कोई पैरासिटामोल ले लेते हो या कोई सप्लीमेंट ले लेते हो, योर एक्सरसाइजेस का डोजेज इज एज इम्पॉर्टेंट एंड एज सिमिलर टू दैट कि आप सुबह आपका बस 5 सेट ऑफ एक्सरसाइजेस कर लिया एंड यू स्टार्ट योर डे, or you start going out to roam around the city for your vacation. You can just do that.
Right. Okay, so Dr. Julie, I would also like to ask you one thing. So many times when I have patients, when they talk about muscle pain है, spine अच्छा नहीं है, or they are already doing physiotherapy, right? I always tell them that diet is also very important when you are taking care of your spine or your bones and muscles and doing physiotherapy. What would you like to tell them?
Yes, it's a very, very important factor which has to be considered. So before we start any physiotherapy session, our assessment session only includes lot of questions about these things. So you would be asking them about how is their dietary intake, what are they taking in. Sometimes there are patients who are not even having good amount of solid intake also. Liquid intake पे भी they are like I am having liquid intake, solid मुझे अभी जाता नहीं है तो मैं solid भी नहीं खा रहा हूँ. And then you are starting physio sessions, that cannot go hand in hand. Next, you also ask them about how is their water intake throughout the day. So sometimes people who are into the working professional like IT, तो उनका water intake बहुत low होता है. It is not even 1 liter in a day. So yes, if you're not drinking even 1 liter in a day and you're giving that much amount of physical activity, so in physiotherapy, we focus on individual muscle strengthening. We are making you work that muscle for 10 reps or 20 reps. It is going to get dehydrated. So you might encounter cramps. Even within our session, sometimes we feel, नहीं मुझे cramp आया, I cannot do anything more. इसके आगे मैं कर नहीं पा रहा हूँ, मुझे cramp आ रहा है, because your water intake was low. So yes, you have to have good water intake before you start your physio sessions. So next that we ask is, how is your vitamin D3 and B12 levels? Have you checked them? Because these are usually going to impact on the factor of you getting quite fatigued at the end of the day. You did not do a lot of activity, but you're getting tired. You're having different kinds of aches and pains. So yes, this has to be asked, this has to be considered, and we do see to it that we are asking our patients before we start our physio.
Details you suggest for these, elderly people or patients who are taking physiotherapy for their spine? What all they should take care of in the diet?
So yes, they should include a good amount of protein in their diet when they are exercising, because yes, we have exercises which are specifically we are targeting a muscle, we are making them do a lot. So yes, they have to have a good intake of protein. Next, they have to have a good intake of water. Never compromise on water intake. Probably before you start exercising, have a good amount of water intake and come, so that you don't end up having cramps, because you won't be able to continue the session.
Right, Dr. Aishwarya, I have one more question. Again, this is when I speak to my patients. So there are young patients or patients who are very passionate about workout, right? So when I ask them how many days in a week you work out, and they say all 7 days. So there I have a big question mark, because I feel that they should have enough time for muscle recovery also in between. Otherwise, the performance in the gym or workout can be very less. Also, if the energy expenditure is very high but they are not having enough amount of calories, that can be the problem, and there can be more chances that there can be injury. So what would you like to say about muscle recovery time?
Okay. So, as a healthcare professional, in that case, I would really like to highlight a point. Like, we have recently, post COVID, it is significantly seen. Like, there are so many cases in the gym areas or in the Zumba setups of emergency conditions, strokes happening, younger population. I agree they are passionate about their building their body and having a good physique, everything that builds up your confidence, that grows up. Like as an individual, if you see a person, इससे मेरा self esteem बढ़ता है. They have so many ideologies behind doing that. But as per evidences, it's it is fact, like it is a fact that you get good physiological and anatomical results with your muscle building by just training 5 days a week. So those 2 days are something that you really need to rest. Give the muscles that good rest, that recovery period. There is something called as hypertrophy. Muscles regenerate. Muscles मसल अगर बिल्ड हो रहा है,
As in you go
Yeah.
work out.
यस, मसल अगर बिल्ड हो रहा है, अगर रीजनरेट हो रहा है, तो दैट रीजनरेशन, दैट प्रोसेस we need to give time for. So that, again, the system, the cardiovascular system, they are constantly under a load. And whatever demand that you're putting under these, on these systems, it again leads you to some consequences of course. Not now, if you feel कि अभी मुझे कुछ नहीं हो रहा है, in longer run, definitely. And as you mentioned about a diet also, because like not having a balanced diet, not having balanced proteins, fats, starch, carbs on your plate, again that leads to problems. Like the whey proteins and all are very much into trend. I take there are different brands that develop all these, but they
Public is getting inclined to more
yes,
fancy
yes,
products.
yes. बट दे डोंट अंडरस्टैंड जो हमारे किचन में अवेलेबल है, जो देसी खाना है, उसमें ही सब कुछ है. इट इज जस्ट दैट इट हैज टू बी इन मॉडरेशन. देयर हैज टू बी नो रेस्ट्रिक्शन बेसिकली.
So my next question is something which is more like a myth. Okay, so many a times when we see elderly patients, most of the times they feel कि ये pain होना, balance जाना, ये तो agent है. ये तो this is a normal process. Okay, and why should I go to a doctor? Why should I consult a physiotherapist and do something about this? So is this a myth, right? And what would you like to say about this?
Yes, it is a myth. Aging does has an impact on all the systems, and has a one factor which is leading to most of your pains and muscle spasms. बट सिर्फ एजिंग की वजह से ये हो रहा है, मैं कुछ नहीं करूँगा, तो ये और भी बढ़ने ही वाला है. सो द स्टिफनेस and the muscle pains are not going to go. Probably that day you took a paracetamol, you had an anti-inflammatory, वो पेन चला गया, बट आपको वो रूट कॉज ही नहीं पता है जिसके वजह से हुआ है. सो येस, यू हैव टू गो एंड फाइंड आउट किसके वजह से मुझे ये पेन हो रहा है. क्या मेरा स्ट्रेंथ या मसल इतना वीक हो रहा है जिसकी वजह से मेरा पोस्चर ही चेंज हो रहा है, and I have to work on it. I have to work on my strength. I have to work on my balance. ये सब issues पे once you work, yes, you can improve. So yes, it's not like it's you're aging and ये होने ही वाला है. So let it happen. So if you just let it happen, then the muscle pains are going to are going to cause different postural changes. Then you start developing different scoliosis like postures because you never attended to it at the first place. When you had aches and pains, तभी you never addressed your pains. So अभी वो posture ही change हो गया. अभी structural जब भी deformity हो जाता है, then it becomes quite complex. But yes, you still can work in that and you still can do strength training in even those postural changes that have occurred. And it is very necessary because they are going to again hamper if you don't work on that stage also. वापस और भी डिफिकल्टीज या फिर प्रॉब्लम्स आने ही वाले हैं.
Right. So your advice to these patients is even if you feel that this is a process of aging, but you should still consult a doctor and get it.
Yes, you should not neglect it. You should know why is it happening, how can I prevent it, how can I work towards it so that it does not worsen later on.
Correct. So, Dr. Aishwarya and Dr. Julie, we had an amazing conversation with you, and I think we have addressed the two common issues: spine health and balance issues in elderly people. And I think these are two common issues, and our audience are really going to get a lot of content and get a lot of awareness from these two topics. But we have a trend in Aura Health Hour. We don't end the topic until and unless our doctors are giving some special tricks to our patients and some special advice to our audience, right? So I would like to ask Dr. Aishwarya to give some tips on, cardio physiotherapy or respiratory physiotherapy, what all they should do to keep their cardio health good or respiratory health good.
So, if you are into a sedentary lifestyle, maybe you are into an IT profession, working for long hours, just indulge into some activity, just take up some activity. Could be start walking, start taking up a jog, just start with morning stretches, morning exercises, basic exercises, or some swimming activity, anything, any leisure activity, just take it as early as you can.
Awesome, Dr. Aishwarya. So now I would like to ask Dr. Julie to give some tips on neurophysiotherapy, what all they should do to have better balance and what care they should take in their day-to-day life.
So, if we're actually considering neurophysiotherapy, there are various neurological conditions which come into play. So, it might be that you have already encountered paralysis or you have multiple sclerosis. So, do not let it stop you. So, you should not be stopping because your recovery won't stop at 2 months or 3 months. So, recovery would be an ongoing process. There's something which is called as neuroplasticity. Your brain is forming new connections, developing new movements. So that is how the recovery and recovery process will occur, and you might be able to perform a function which you might not be able to because of your neurological condition. So I would advise, don't get disheartened. Keep working towards it. Yes, you might be able to do the movement. It might not be same as you were doing it prior. It might be in a modified way, but the function might still happen. So yes, keep working towards it.
Thank you, Dr. Aishwarya. Thank you, Dr. Julie. Thank you for the amazing tips you have given to our audience. So we now come to the end of this episode, and thank you so much again for taking two interesting topics, and I think they are really going to be helpful for our audience. And audience, don't forget to like and subscribe our channel. We are again going to come up with some special episode with some amazing doctors to create more awareness on health topics. Thank you. Stay tuned with us for those topics and like and subscribe the channel. Thank you.